Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Wednesday, the 16th of December. Okay, well, midpoint of the week and sort of midpoint of the weather, really. Low pressure, still lots of Atlantic fronts coming off there at the moment. Quite a deep one out towards Newfoundland and just south of Greenland there. But over to us, just under the influence of a slightly less intense area of low pressure centred just off the coast of Northern Ireland. And over the next couple of days, as you can see, the conveyor belt of Atlantic weather does come through, but a brief respite tomorrow before some more weather, sort of Friday, Saturday, maybe better by Sunday. But for today, occlusion heading our way, and that's very visible today because, as you can see on here, there is the rain, and unfortunately, it has already started to make its way in here, potentially a little bit earlier than we were expecting. One thing to note as well, pick this up from the BBC Weather Watchers page, beautiful red sky in the morning, Shepherd's warning today, that was taken Chandler's Ford. But yeah, quite ominous this morning that we are going to get something nasty. Winds as well, as you can see, very, very strong indeed, right at the limit of what we can do at flying heights between sort of 35, maybe even touching 40 knots in the channel. I'd say probably hopefully not exceeding 35 where we are, and generally southerly for maybe a little bit of southwesterly. That sort of comes a little bit against what's this says here. This was showing a little bit more southeasterly to start with and southerly at during the day, and eventually going around to southwesterly. But as you can see, the gusts maybe a little bit less than they were forecast to be a couple of days ago for today. But as you can see, unfortunately, plenty of rain. Satellite picture over the UK. It's not going to be too surprising, I don't think. Ooh, let's get that to work. As you can see, as the sun comes up, there's that blanket of cloud, very, very clearly defined back end of that. That won't get here until this evening. But yes, that was the nice sunshine that we had. So maybe we potentially could have flown between 7 and 8 if that had been legal. I can't remember what time sunrise is at the moment. But yes, temperature today still fairly warm, being a southerly, so maybe 10s, maybe the odd 11 before the rain hits, and dew points of not too dissimilar 7s and 8s as that front arrives. So currently at Lasham, we have a temperature of 8 and a dew point of 5, and that's the picture outside. Ice, sort of scattered cloud, probably about 1,000 feet. If I look at Odium, that probably show true. Yep, scattered 1,800. You can see they're showing rain anytime from 9 o'clock onwards. NOTAM wise, nothing particularly. The usual file with Roscombe and silent area is active. That's just a retiming of some high intensity radio transmissions, but none of you are flying over Boscombe Down generally anyway. Okay, operationally, we'd have to decide whether it would be 1.6 or 2.3. The wind is somewhere between the two. I gave 2XL the runway till 9:30. They've been on it since about 7:30. That Airbus needs to do high power engine runs, which they kindly rescheduled from yesterday to allow us to keep flying. So we are being as flexible as we can with the timings, but 9:30 they should be off. Unfortunately, though, I'm not really too sure how much we're going to get done today, because considering how close that rain is already, there might be odd gaps, but you ain't going to have long. So if we do see a gap, then by all means go flying, but I'm not expecting to get too much done today. Tomorrow, much better. I think there are still some solo gliders available tomorrow, but I think we're mostly booked up for instructors. Okay. Other than that, there are no jet movements, despite all the noise that you can see on the airfield. None of that I'm aware of at the moment. Just keep your hands facing space and open a window. I'll see you tomorrow.